Well, that's where the ministerial for the G20 will be held. With the July 31st deadline to file income tax returns coming closer, the IT website is seeing heavy traffic. The government has told Parliament that as of the 24th of July, over 7.4 crore entities have filed returns. That's nearly 7% higher than FY22. This number is bound to rise significantly if you count people who file even after the deadline passes. Anshul and Shivani Bazar's report that artificial intelligence in simpler forms have sparked a rise in do-it-yourself return filings. Take a look.
The officials at the Income Tax Department are a busy lot. Over 7.4 crore entities, individuals as well as companies, had filed IT returns for assessment year 2023-24 by 24th of July. This number has been rising steadily over the last few years from 6.47 crore in FY20. As the filing deadline closes in, this number is expected to rise further. Filings by individuals has also been rising. The IT department officials' website says 11.46 crore people have registered to file their returns as of July 27. Over 5 crore of these have already filed their returns, of which 4.45 crore returns have been verified and 2.7 crore returns have been processed.
Overall, taxpayers across the country are interested and are using the DIY technology. I would say there is an even split between DIY and DIY across tier 1 and tier 2 cities. Primarily, DIY audiences tend to be more smartphone savvy, more tech savvy. So you will see the leading indicator is actually not where they live. The leading indicator is where they work.
ITR filing has seen tremendous change in the last 2 to 3 years. Taxpayers are taking deadline adherence very seriously. It has been noticed that people know about penalty and realize that government won't extend the deadlines now. Strict deadlines are not the only reason.
Experts say technology has made the filing process easier, like application programming interfaces or API which prefuse the ITR data. Technology has also reduced the processing time and crunch refund timelines. Awareness and availability of compiled data like Form 16, Form 26AS and the newly introduced Annual Information Statement or AIS that records financial transactions of a taxpayer in a particular financial year have also helped.
These facilities have also fueled greater adoption of the DIY or do-it-yourself model of tax filing, relying less on the specialist or tax professionals to do it for them. There is another reason for this as well.
When they are participating in the stock markets, they're getting capital gains, capital losses, and all of that income needs to get reported in their ITR. So these, I would say, are the big changes. So the number of taxpayers has gone up. The data about the taxpayer, which the government has, is transparently available to the taxpayers. The refunds are being processed very, very fast with CPC 2.0.
Data from ClearTax shows that this rise in DIY filing is spread across Tier 1 and Tier 2 cities. A long interesting trend, it says, is the rise in ITR 2 and ITR 3 filings, which are used when taxpayers want to disclose capital gains and other income. Its internal data shows that nearly 20% of its user base has shifted from normal ITR 1 to other ITRs in the last 2 to 3 years. This is more marked among Gen Z and millennial filers. The number of Demat accounts crossed 120 million in June, with CDSL and NSDL data pointing to a record 2.36 million new accounts being opened in June alone. The total is over 24% higher than a year ago. Of these 120 million, Demat accounts held in Gen Z make up 12% against just 5% in 2020.
All these bodes well with government's direct tax collection target, which was revised to 16.5 lakh crore rupees in budget. Now, the sticky point is whether refunds will play a spoil sport and what percentage will be zero tax liability filings. In New Delhi, Anshul.
Well, if you haven't filed, then go ahead and do so. The deadline is nearing. With that, it is time for us to wrap up this edition of India Business Hour. From all of us here, thanks very much for watching. Have a great weekend. We'll see you on Monday.